welcome to the Fearless Knitter podcast. This is episode 33. Today is July 23rd, 2012, and my name is Courtney. You can also find me as Stitches Please on Ravelry and Plurk and Instagram. I'm not as big on Plurk anymore. I only really post on Plurk if I have something knitting related that doesn't involve a picture. Anything else, I love Instagram. Leslie got me involved in Instagram and I'm hooked. It is so much fun. And I'm a day late. I was sick yesterday. I caught something on Sunday and I had some kind of stomach bug. It was not pregnancy related. I just did not feel good on Sunday. And then Monday I think I was dehydrated from Sunday, so I stayed home from work and just drank a bunch of water, and I feel better today. So, sorry, it's a whole day late. Alright, I have a lot to talk about. Usually I have one of the Tupperware bins and I just throw everything on the lid. I have a chair next to me too, so I better get started. I had this finished object last week, but I blocked it. So I figured I would show you again. It's the My Hope by Laura Linneman. This is how it looks like when it's blocked. So, I love it. It's so pretty. The colors look way more muted on camera. Like, it's really damn bright. So, I haven't checked if it fits around my arms. It should. I'm probably going to wear this like a shrug, like Laura does. So, smells so good. Smells like my silk. So I blocked this. What I did is I put a wire from here. I have really the stiff wires, not the flexor blocking wires from Knit Picks. So I put a wire from here, oops, to here, I think. Yeah, to do a straight edge. And then I pinned in every cable cross on the bottom row, on the top one, right here. I didn't pin this one at all. And on the bottom, I did every single one. On the very bottom, to open it up. Yeah, pulled the heck out of it. So, I really like this one. And then I have another finished object. It only took me a week to knit this. 6 days, I believe. You saw it once. And it's blocked. I blocked it at the same time as the My Hope. This is where I was last time, so I did all this. I was determined to finish this. Actually, wrong way. I did all this. The border was last. So, I can take my stitch marker out now. It's the Springtime Bandit by Kate Gagnon Osborne. And I knit this out of Stonehenge wool. This time I grabbed the label. And so it's a USA yarn. It's made in Michigan. And it says worsted spun fine wool. It's 100% wool in the raspberry color. So I thought I only had 2 skeins of this. Turns out I have 3. So I couldn't make a whole nother one if I wanted to, because it only took like 1 and a little bit of the second one. I could have made the body longer, but I was scared I couldn't. I would run out of yarn, so I didn't, and I definitely could have. So, but I like it. It's a good length because I wear my shorts like this. So, it's actually really good for that, so I'm kind of glad I didn't. But it just came off the blocking board, so My Hope dried overnight. This one, it was dry yesterday, but I was sick, so it took a little longer. I blocked them at different spots. I have an entertainment center that's taller than me. I have to put something on top of that. That's where My Hope dried. And then this dried in my laundry room, because the cats have free roam to every room. So, yep. I love the border. Love, love, love it. I used the straight edge is still kind of not all that straight. I used 2 blocking wires from here to here, from here to here kind of thing, and then here and here. So it was a triangle. It was completely triangle. The top was just too long for one, so I had to use two. And I think it didn't go all the way straight. No, I don't even know how I'm holding it. Yeah, right. Love it. I love the color. I love anything raspberry. So even colors, which I kept calling this raspberry flavored to anybody else I was talking to. I was like, no, it's not raspberry flavored, it's raspberry color. Alright, I think I mentioned everything in that one. I knitted on US 8 5.0mm needles. The My Hope, I'll link it in the show notes again because it's already on these show notes, I just copied those. But I talked about the details last week when I finished it. Alright, whips. Pam is gonna kill me. So, this bag, I love this bag. It's ginormous, but my cat loves it too. I have to replace the, yeah, now I definitely have to replace it. Holy crap, he just did that. The drawstring. One is already out. This one, he just broke. He chews on this notoriously. If I leave it out for 2 seconds, he's on it, chewing it. So this one just broke. So I gotta replace the drawstrings on it. Oops. Yeah, anything with ribbon. Apparently this is ribbon enough for him to eat it. But in here's my Dahlia cardigan. Dahlia by Heather Sopetti. And I'm knitting that out of Cascade 220 Superwash Sport. I need a camera that also focuses. That drives me crazy. The color number is 821. I know it's called Daffodil. And it's 100% superwash merino wool. And it's on stoppers, and you'll see why. But, oh goodness. Oh goody. I don't even know how to hold this sucker up. Hold on, let me take one of the balls out. Alright, you saw that one side is finished. This is where the armhole goes. And then the back is finished. And then this is the side. And this is the side. And yes, it's all joined together. I don't even know what a marker is. Where was I? I didn't do that much. This to this. And then I joined it and then I stopped. Because I wanted to cast some nails on. Now, a lot of my time actually this week went to the Springtime Bandit. It was so much fun knitting that. It's a free pattern Ravelry. It's so addicting. I need 6 days. It's worsted weight yarn, so it's really fast. And this is on US 5 3.75mm needles, usually. That is not with stoppers. But yep, I just have to knit the other side. This needs to be seamed up, and this needs to be seamed up. That's the only seaming in this sweater with the weirdest construction. I know you really can't see anything. I need to sit further away from the camera. I'm going to start sitting way back there. You can kind of see. Alright. Then I cast it on 2 new things. Let me shove this back in my, lovingly, back in my bag. Put my bag down there. First up, oh, this is my favorite project of like all time, just because of the yarn. I'm fondling the yarn. I'm knitting the Hogwarts Express by Susan Ashcroft, who is the same designer who did the TGV that I have knitted a while ago, and I'm so proud of myself because I sold yarn over my over the stash, so the pattern I paid was the stash yarn money, and the yarn I won. The yarn I won from Camp Loopy last year, so from the Loopy U for participating in all Camp Loopy projects last year. And it's Dream and Color Smooshy with cashmere. It's I'm not even gonna try and say that word. It's in the watering hole colorway, which is dyed exclusively for loop year. I know you can buy it now, if they have it in stock, but I want this one. And it's 400 yards of 70% superwash merino wool, 20% cashmere, 10% nylon. You guys see the ball? Oh, look the colors. It's so pretty. God, it's really pretty. Like, it's this rustic orange that goes into a brown, teal that kind of goes into an aqua, and it's just so pretty. And knitting with this was like, I've never knitted with cashmere, if you can't tell. It is such a dream to knit on. So, this is what I got. I would be way further. It's all kind of already on the needle, all scrumped up. But I'm knitting this continental. I don't like the word thrower. I'm not a thrower, but I knit English style. Which people get so confused when they hear that I'm German, and they hear my grandmother used to be a knitter and everything, and they see me knit, and they're like, you know, why do you knit English, not German? Because continental is also called German knitting. I learned knitting in 2010 when I lived in the States. And I learned knitting using the verypink.com videos. So she knits English. And there's nothing wrong with either one. But why I don't consider myself a thrower, I don't completely let go of the right needle. Like when you're a thrower, most people let go of the whole needle. I really don't. I kind of flick. There's not as much movement as with some throwers. Like I can knit pretty fast knitting English, but I knew how to knit continental, but not efficient enough. Like I want to be good at it, just like how I knit English. So far it hurts my left hand, just like crochet, because I cramp up holding the way I tension the yarn. My hand gets super stiff, and I have the same problem with crochet. Most people, the right hand hurts when they crochet. Mine is the left, just because of how I tension the yarn. But I like how my gauge is. My gauge is pretty even. I learned how to do yarn over and knit front and backs. So I learned something new. And then once I get to a certain percentage of the yarn, there's cables. So I'll learn how to cable continental. So far I like it. I mean, I have no problem knitting continental. It's just, that's what I want to be my go-to. And it's not my go-to at all. And I've been wanting, I don't know where this just came from. Random pink, oh, it came out of the Dahlia bag. I've been wanting to do continental, but anytime I have a project that I'm like, okay, because for me it has to be, it can't have any wonky, like the Springtime Bandits had a bunch of lace. I was not going to start with that. And the My Hope, I forgot. The baby blanket, I forgot. Dahlia, I wasn't thinking about it then. But yeah, every time I got to a project where I was like, oh, okay, that's good enough for continental, I would forget and automatically go English. Same with this. If I set this down and pick it back up, a couple of times I started English and I was like, oh, I cannot do, my gauge is different. I don't know if I knit tighter or looser, but it's different. I want to say it's looser. Yeah, looser. Earlier it looked tighter, but I think it's looser. Alright. Then I cast it on something else that is hanging out so classy in a plastic bag I got from the pics. I have a low on knitting bags or something. This is, I don't even know if this is going to stay on the needles, but I guess I'll talk about it. Oh, did I say that the Hogwarts Express is on US 5 3.75mm needles? It's that's why the Dahlia is on stoppers. Okie doke. I'm missing a ball of yarn. What the heck? Oh, this is called, there's no pattern. I'm calling the Horde hat. It's out of Knit Picks Comfy Sport in black and pomegranate. And if you know World of Warcraft, there's two sides, Horde and Alliance, and my husband's been wanting a Horde hat. There's no pattern for it. There's a chart for the Horde chart, but the hat pattern I'm kind of making up myself, and it's in Tartar. So I don't really know what I'm doing. I looked at different patterns. He has a big hat. Not German. I have problems with head and hat. If I say it too fast, I have to think about it. He has a big head, so I have to, and he gets hot a lot. So in the winter, he doesn't really get that cold. And I made him another hat before. It has knit, yeah, it's knit. It has ear flaps, and it's made out of wool held double. Completely not a hat for him. Oh my god. So this is sport weight yarn, and it's 75% Pima cotton and 25% acrylic. It's really nice. It's really soft. And here's the black. So this looks like a tangled mess right now because I left my tail way too long. The first time I did the long tail cast on, it was too short, and yeah, now it's too long. I'm knitting it on my boy needles, US 3.25mm needles, because I have a cable short enough. Knit Picks, they don't start till 4, and my highest cable is too long. So I'm just at the ribbing. You can't see anything probably, but I'm probably going to switch to 4s once I'm done with the ribbing. I cast it on 144 stitches, I believe. Yeah, the big head. I'm worried this is too big. I don't know. I kind of just went and started because I wanted something else on the needles. So I don't know if you'll see this again. Alright, that's it for my knitting. Spinning. Tour de Fleece has ended. It ended Sunday. I slacked and didn't spin Saturday or Sunday. But I spent every other day before then. I matched my goal and went over. My goal was pathetic, so it was really difficult to match it. I'm a really slow spinner, if you haven't noticed. So for me to finish a whole skein in that short amount, because usually it takes me a month, that's actually really good. So I spun, my goal was, just remind me of something, damn it. I might have to pause and come back. What was I gonna say? My goal was that to spin something, a fiber I haven't spun before, using a technique I haven't done before. So I spun Superwash BFL and did a Navajo ply. I did that, you saw that. Then the second one, I used Merino. I've spun Superwash Merino. Same with Superwash BFL. I've spun BFL but not Superwash. This one is Merino. I've spun Superwash Merino but not Merino. And I did one half. I finished the first half. So, and what I did is I broke the braid away. I've never broken it before. I just took end to end, folded it in half, and split it in that middle. Usually I go lengthwise. So this is the first half. I absolutely love the colors. It is Into the World Classic October 2012 Club in the Bodhi color, and it has this really nice aqua color into teal, into aqua, into a sand. This one has a lot more of the sandy color than the first half. The first half only had about this much. So the inspiration picture was the ocean. So when I spin this, it reminds me of my honeymoon. I went on a cruise, so I love spinning this. And it came out pretty thin. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. It's much funner to spin than superwash. Merino was for me. Alright, that's it for spinning. Enabling. I have a book review. My chair is really squeaky. And it reminds me, I completely skipped over something that was on my list on the very top. I'm having a little long starting, somebody asked me about the dates. It is from August 1st. It's a cast on day, so you cannot cast on before August 1st. August 1st till September 30th. Oh, how many days are in September? Hold on one second. September 30th. So, let me turn my phone on mute. August 1st till September 30th. And it's anything from the designer Tin Cannons. And why did I remember? Because my book came in. If you remember, I said that I bought the hard copy because, for one, I love every single thing in here. I want to knit my way through it, and I don't have an iPad or a tablet. I just have a Kindle, and I don't even know how to get the ebook on the Kindle. So, when I pre-ordered, when I got the ebook, I pre-ordered the hard copy. Because for pre-ordering the hard copy, I got obviously the hard copy, but it's an autographed hard copy, and I got the ebook. And I don't know why my chair is so squeaky. And not just this. I mean, yeah, just that, but I for the first time got Royal Mail. How awesome is that? I mean, I'm from Europe, but I didn't know they had, it says Royal Mail on there. I felt so special. I feel like I got mail from the Queen. Alright, so this is handmade in the UK by Emily Wessel, who is part of the Tin Can Knits team. Luscious Lace and Artisan Yarns. 10 Unique Designs by Emily Wessel. And it retails for $18, 12 pounds, and 14 euros. I don't remember how much I paid for shipping. I think it was $7 in shipping. I don't remember. But yep, it says, thank you for your support. And it has for other books, which I all want. If I'm having a boy, I'm getting this book, which is 9 Months of Knitting. And if I'm having a girl, I'm getting Pacific Knits. The reason is, there's more boy knits in one and more girl knits in the other. Whoops. And it's more like a magazine than a book, which I like. It has the contents, it has a picture of everything. So if you want to knit a shawl, you just look over here. And if you want to knit a garment, over here, and accessories down here. So it's really easy to find what you want to knit without having to go through the whole book. So it is separated in 2 sections, into Romantic City, English Garden, Scottish Wild. That's it. So first is the Romantic City, and the first pattern is called Winding Way, and it's a pair of socks with lace. Everything is lace in here. Very nice. And the sizing is from adult small, medium, and large. And I already had said that I'm going to knit my way through it, and I really meant that. Really. Next is Bonnie, which I really want to knit, and I have to yarn for it. So. And what I like is they go into positive ease, positive and negative ease. So this one, they say over here that how much positive ease this model wears. And then they tell you go on to the next page. And then how much this model how much ease her top has, so that you know how different this top will look depending on how much ease you pick, because it tells you to pick a certain amount of between this many inches and this many inches of negative ease, positive ease. This doesn't have negative ease. And so then you look at the pictures and decide, okay, I'd rather have the top be looser or tighter, which I think is really awesome because I never really understood ease till now. No, I did before, but I'm not a big sweater nerd, so I thought bust size meant just your bust size. Then I found out about ease. Next is the English Garden. And first pair is the rose water. Pictures in black and white. Here's a better picture. It's this hat. That's the rose water. There's a bigger picture over here, but it's in black and white. Oh, and I already forgot. I wanted to go into her sizing, and I did. It was the socks, and then I forgot. Bonnie's sizing goes from bust size 28 up to 54. So from extra extra small to 4XL. And the rose water goes from baby to large. So from 16 inches to 24 inches. So from baby to adult. Large. And then here's Botany, which is gorgeous. I like how she wears it to the side. Very pretty. I like the color choices too. I do believe everything is charted. I'm pretty sure. Lush. Everybody knows this sweater. Cardigan. It's been in the top in Ravelry for a while. And then Hunter's wearing it. It's from 0 to 6 month to 4XL, so from 19-inch chest to 60 inches. Their sizing is ridiculous. Next is the Scottish Wild. First is Thistle, which is the yellow scarf. The picture is in black and white, that's why I showed you that one. And next is Estuary. I need to learn how to show pictures. I like that it's like a scarf, but it's not straight. It's kind of like a shawlette, like kind of how TGV is and the Hogwarts Express that I knit right now. Then you got Law, which is a hat and mitten set. And the hat goes from baby to large, from 16 inch to 24 inch, and then the mittens go from toddler to adult large, which is also pretty big range. And they have hand circumference and hand length. So if you fall into the small category for hand circumference, but for the length, that's kind of good to know. And then it's the Windswept. The Stockinette Zombies have a little on for this right now. Hunter. That one is from 0 to 6, again to 4XL, 19 inch to 56 inches. And then they talk about happy endings. They got married. And the very last pattern that everybody knows this pattern is the Vivid Blanket. A lot of people are knitting this right now. I know, or are talking about knitting it. I know I will knit that. I'm gonna knit everything in this book. Let's see if I can show this without giving anything away. They show right here different layouts and what different effects we will get. very cool. Then all the yarns they used, I think they're all from the UK. I'm pretty sure that would make sense, right? So it's nice to see some other yarns, and it sounds like they're all, well, not all, but some of them are maybe indie. I'm not sure. But that is Handmade in the UK by Emily Wessel from Tin Cannons. So if you have this ebook or you like any of the patterns, any of those patterns qualify for my knit along, which I have not decided on prices. Probably Tin Can Knits pattern and some yarn. If you're in indie something and you want to donate, that's not about indie something, an indie dyer, or you make bags, or you have a different kind of talent and you make things and you want to donate a price, I will not say no. Just send me a PM on Ravelry. I am Stitches Please, and we can see if we can work something out. I would appreciate it. I'm not done. I'm debating if I should pause right here because I really wanted to talk about something. I'll pause and I'll be back. Hello, and I'm back. Sorry about the break, but the other day I listened to the Just One More Row podcast with Brittany and Dana from Unwind Yarn Company, and they kind of talked about because it's like the middle of the year, so they talked about their knitting goals that they set themselves at the beginning of the year and where they're at. So I kind of thought I'd do the same. I'm kind of copying them. Sorry, girls. But I met them and they're really sweet, so I don't think they're mine. So I just realized my knitting goals were kind of lame. Apparently when I set goals, I think I set really low goals, so I don't feel bad when I don't meet that goal, maybe? That's what it starts to look like. So I think I need to up my goals for next year and for other things. I think I need, like same with my knit along. When I look at patterns, I'm so intimidated that I won't finish my own knit along that I'm picking like baby sweaters and small things. Maybe I should knit the Bonnie, because they Dawn from the Wolf Farms podcast, she said she was going to knit the Bonnie, so maybe I should knit the Bonnie. Maybe I have the yarn for it. I could knit it. Alright, anyways, so my knitting goals were really low. One, I had 3 goals. I'm gonna up them because I need to start challenging myself. One was I would like to start a beekeeper's quilt. I've done that. I want to learn how to dye yarn. I have not done that. And number 3, I want to novel apply. I just did that. So I done 2 out of 3, and it's the middle of the year, so I could have set way higher goals. I think I also couldn't think of anything, so that was kind of a problem. So I got a better idea of what kind of goals I want for next year. But next year I have a baby, so I just don't know how to set my goals. But that is a little mid-year update. If you had goals and if you want to share them, just go into this week's Ravelry post episode. Just go into this week's episode thread on Ravelry board, and I cannot talk to save my life. And share what your goals were, and if you met them, if you're close to them, if you're not close to them, that's fine too. And I need to start realizing that's okay, and I can set higher goals. Alright, I got 2 introductions. I am so probably going to butcher your name. It's Renee Loves Use, which is Renee. I don't think your name is pronounced Renee. It's probably like Renee. I didn't sound any different. It's spelled really nice. From North Texas. And Reggie, who is Karen from Munich, Germany. So welcome. Alright, facts about Germany. I had a question on the thread on Ravelry. So if you have a question about Germany, anything, hopefully I can answer it, you can go onto the German thread. Or facts about Germany, questions about Germany, something like that. So Renee Loves Yous asked if there's a food I miss and I can't get here. I've been thinking about this question. She posted that at the beginning of last week, like right after I And I've been thinking about it all week. There's too many to list. I would sit here till tomorrow. Um, I don't cook German food. I'm not the biggest cook to begin with. I'm better at baking than cooking. Um, so I can't get a lot of them that I could get here. My mom cooks a lot of German food, but she lives in Arizona, so I don't get it too often. But if she comes here, like when she was here for my wedding, she made schnitzel with German potato salad. Yeah, I think that's what she made. I want to say there was something else. No, there wasn't. It was delicious. I can make German potato salad. I have made German potato salad, which is drier than American. It's really good. Really, really good. Thank God for Worth Market so I can get German pickles, which are gherkins. Oh, and my husband just said she made cucumber salad, which I have made cucumber salad, and I think mine was a little bit better, just a little bit. Anyways, there's too many German foods. There's a German restaurant here. It's called the Bavarian Chef. It's not really German. Well, it might be. It's a Bavarian restaurant, and I'm not from Bavaria. I've never really been to Bavaria, so I don't know what kind of food they have, but it did not taste German to me. And there's a restaurant in DC, which is called the Mozart Cafe, which is the best restaurant in the world. It is so good. I swear my grandmother was in the back cooking the food. What do I really like? Oh, now I'm drawing a blank. Like, we used to go every Sunday to the farmer's market and just get, like, bratwurst. I miss that. It's the best bratwurst ever. And Christmas market. Like, we would go and eat all the food. It was just, I mean, so much food. There's a lot of ingredients that I can't get here that I know my mom, I think, can get them in Germany, in Arizona, because they have a German store, grocery store. Which the Mozart Cafe in DC, it has a deli and a kind of small grocery store in the front, and in the back is the restaurant. In case you're in DC and want to go, I highly recommend it. It's normal DC prices, and the plates are, I mean, ginormous food, which I want to go there sometime soon. And so a lot of the ingredients I can't get here, like quark, is this yogurt. I looked up what Americans describe it to be because there's no American word for it. It's like a yogurt cheese. Sounds disgusting, but it's so good. And you use it for different things. Like, I think my mom used it a lot to make cakes. We don't have, I don't want to say we don't have, because when it comes to cooking, I only know my family's cooking. You don't eat out a lot in Germany, or at least we didn't. So a lot of it was all, my grandma cooked everything from scratch. I mean, from scratch. From no canned food. So in my house, we didn't have pies, so it was all cakes. My mom used to make this really good strawberry cake where you bought the cake form. Like how we buy the pie shell here, she bought the cake shell. And that was really good. And then the quark, we used to she make potatoes, like just boil them in water, and we would eat it with the quark. It was awesome. And the next day we would have Bratkartoffeln. We fried them in a pan. The potatoes, really good. The meats are way different in Germany. Everything is fresh. Like, we never bought packaged deli meat. You go to the deli. Bakery, we didn't have toast. We had bread that you went and got at the bakery. Our grocery trip involved 5 different stores, because we would go to Walmart for big bulky things like toilet paper and stuff like that, and the bigger grocery items like some of the produce. And then we would go to an organic store for produce. Then we would go to the penny market, which had the cork and stuff, and that one had a bakery and a butcher inside, deli. And then we would go to Aldi. So yeah, it was very involved. And so food, there's this thing called Leberkäse, which translates to liver cheese. I don't think it's liver cheese. I don't know what it is. It's a meat, but I don't think it's liver. Maybe it is. I didn't overthink things when I lived there. I just ate it. I grew up with it, so I didn't know better. But maybe it was liver. I don't know, but it was delicious. We would get that at my mom would make it with eggs. Eggs over easy. We don't eat a lot of scrambled eggs in Germany. At my family house, I say in Germany, I think of my family. I cannot speak for every German. Everything was always eggs over easy. But we went to the city. We would stop at this place and get it on a Brötchen, which is a roll with the Leberkäse on it. Really good, delicious. I miss that stuff. Can't get that here. Coffee. I don't drink American coffee. My mom gets German coffee, but that's not really what I drink either. I drink Italian coffee. So it's Germany, neighbors Italy, so we have a lot of Italian influences in Germany. And we used to have these little tiny cafes that have the best coffees. I mean, the best coffees. And I missed the ice cafes that are also Italian, which I heard a lot of them closed down. I don't know if that's true, but I heard a lot of them closed down. But that's what I did in the summer. I just went to the cafes a lot. But I'm trying to think of other foods. There's a lot. Like, you should have seen me, how excited I got when Magnum ice cream came over here. Because that's a German thing. So excited. I had a box every week, and they're way too expensive over here to buy, well, even in Germany, to buy a box every week. But we need to get the other flavors. Like, in the summer, they had 7 Deadly Sins and flavors. We need to get those here. They're awesome. Muller yogurts just came over here. I cannot find them anywhere, and I heard really bad reviews about the American manufacturers, like nasty reviews, like bugs inside the yogurts. So I don't even know if I want to try them here. But they're corner yogurt, and I really liked them when I lived in Germany, but I heard they're really bad here. So I might not even try those. Plus, I think they only have the ones with the fruit, and in Germany we had them with cornflakes and other stuff. It's really small things sometimes. Like, we used to have this thing called milk rice, and then I would put this Kotze over it, which is like a preserves stuff, but it was really good, and don't have that here. It's like really tiny things that especially now I'm pregnant, I'd be having like a craving for something, and my husband would be like, oh, what do you want me to get you? And I'm like, unless you want to fly to Arizona to my mom or to Germany to get it for me, you can't get it. Like potato pancakes are the bomb, but I don't make them because I've seen my mom make them. They're a pain in the butt. With applesauce, that's how we eat them. But, and with not stew, like a vegetable soup. My mom would make all kinds of vegetables in a ginormous pot and then make potato pancakes with applesauce. So good. So, yeah. I miss a lot of German food that I can't get here. I don't eat frankfurters, even though I'm from Frankfurt. I'm not a hot dog person. I'm a bratwurst person. And I mean, they have these things in Germany. The grills are ginormously round, and they hang on chains and they swing. Not like this, kind of like this. And they have like sausages as long as my arm on there. It's ridiculous. I think those are Polish, but I miss things like that. Like going to the farmer's market every Sunday and just smelling all the fresh. I mean, we have farmer's markets here. I need to go. We supposedly have a really good one, but I don't think it will be like the one in Germany. But yeah, the first stop was the booth where they had the bratwurst and the fries. With the fries came in a paper bag. Yeah, classy. Alright, so I hope that answered the question. Netflix, which is also not going to be just Netflix anymore. I took a break of watching my regular TV shows for some reason. Excuse me. I actually watch a lot of TV because that's what I can do while I knit or spin. I know a lot of people listen to audiobooks or read. I watch TV. Yep. So I finished Lost on Netflix. 2 thumbs down. After season 2, I was done and I just watched it because I'm the kind of person, if I start a series, I'm gonna finish it. And as I don't get hooked in the first season. But I was so addicted to Lost in the first season, and the second season was so good. And then the third season went downhill. Fourth season, really down. Fifth season, holy cow, went it downhill. Sixth season, please. I was like, get this over with. The ending, I was like this, pull my hair out. It's horrible. I think I'm the only person so far, though, that says it's horrible. Everybody I've talked to and online said it was awesome. After the ending, I actually have to go online to understand the ending. It was a lost ending. Um, so no. Then we watched Sherlock Holmes, the movie, not the show. And I really like that, and we're gonna get the second one. Now, since I'm done with Lost, I'm catching up on Supernatural. I'm still on season 1, but I was like on episode 10. So now I think I'm on episode 12, maybe. I just started yesterday. I love that show. I'm all into supernatural stuff. I can only watch like 2 episodes before I like get paranoid and start hearing noises and seeing shadows. But Dean is my favorite, so I'll keep on watching. Not on Netflix. I watched Dexter, which this is the last and final season. If you don't watch Dexter, why not? You should be watching. It is awesome. I did not want to watch it. I had no interest in watching it. Every time people told me what it was about, which it's about this regular, just regular guy that works for the police department as a blood lab tech. It's a serial killer. And that sounds stupid. But one day I was at my parents' house and actually I lived with my parents, that's why I was at their house. But I was making some food or something and they were watching like season 6, I think, which is the best season. I don't know if it was season 6. It's the one with the Trinity Killer, which is the best season ever. Oh, Dexter only kills bad people, so he has a code. So, they were watching it, and I was waiting for my food, so I kind of sat down. Their kitchen and the living room is the same kind of thing. It's open. So I sat down, and I was like, oh my god, what are you guys watching? And they're like, Dexter. And I was like, no way. I was hooked. Like, I was eating in there, and after I finished watching that episode, I went in my room, and I got all the old seasons, and I watched them all within a week. And then I got my husband hooked. I was like, you have to watch this. So trust me, watch it. Even that it's the last final season, it's still worth the journey. It's awesome. True Blood, it sucked at first, like how every True Blood the season is. When True Blood first starts, you're like, it's okay. But then they get to a certain point, I think that's the halfway point, where it just picks up and it gets insane and it gets crazy good. Oh, both with Dexter and True Blood. If you don't like nudity, don't watch it, especially True Blood. Dexter is a Showtime show, so they still have upper nudity. If you watch True Blood, which is on HBO, it has all nudity, except for guys, of course. But yeah. So if you don't like that, not for you. Dexter's not gory, like serial killer. They'll show some blood and stuff. I mean, it's not like The Walking Dead gory, but there's blood and stuff, but it's not too bad. So back to True Blood. It was sad last week. There was maybe a tear or two. I'm happy that I thought Pam was gonna die. Pam is my dearest. Pam and Eric are my favorite. I could live with Sookie dying, and I could live with Sookie and Bill. They can just die and go somewhere else, and it could just be the Eric and Pam show, and I would watch it and be happy. So the week before last, it looked like Pam might something happened to her, but it didn't. So yay! I'll continue watching because I said if she was gonna die, I'll stop. But her character's too involved. It would be stupid for them. Then on my DVR, yesterday I finished finally Revenge Season 2. It was sitting on my DVR forever. I had 4 episodes left. Also sad. Also had maybe a tear shed. It was good though. The ending was really good. Now I can't wait for this 3rd season to come out. I mean, you should have watched it by now. So, spoiler alert. It came out a long time ago. But I can't believe she told Jack that she's Amanda. So I can't wait what happens with that. And if we're actually having a boy, his name will be Declan, who's the guy who just died. So I still have on my DVR all of season. I think I've watched 2 episodes of Grey's Anatomy, the last season, whichever that was, a billion. I think it's like season 10, season 9. I have all of that left to watch. And then that's it. My fall seasons shows will come on soon, so I will have Vampire Diaries, the originals, Grey's Anatomy, Revenge, all that to talk about. So that's why I figured I'll add TV shows because I do watch a lot of TV, and I watch drama. I don't watch any reality, none reality. So I hope to see you guys again next week. It's a long episode. Alright, bye.